The topic for our project is population growth and indicators of fertility in Asia. Before going further in this topic, allow me to introduce our team members. Human population keep increasing as the world grow older. So, what determines population growth in a country? Population growth determined by three main principles: fertility, mortality, and migration. And what changes effect on population? Natural increase changes seen in birth rates and migration effect on population changes. In this project, our main focus is about fertility and birth rates. This project range of interest is Asia continent. The data titles are population rate of increases annually, fertility rate total if birth per woman, and life expectancy at birth in years for male, females in total. Our data was obtained from UN Data website that was last updated on 20 of August in 2019. The case background for our project is based on SWOT analysis as it fulfills all the question requirements such as why do we choose this data and was the data chosen suitable and meaningful to conduct further researches.
Strength. The sample size of this data is quite large and uses actual data from the United Nations. Hence, the descriptive and inferential statistics from this data are useful and meaningful. The title of the data, Population Growth and Indicators of Fertility and Mortality, has been a concern in public and gained their interest. Thus, the data analysis of this title is rational. This is why we choose this data. Weaknesses. The analyzation of data might not be accurate as the countries with any missing data were removed. Data provided by some countries might not represent all citizens in the countries. Readers need to understand the term used, such as fertility rates, means live birth, and how the data was collected. This is important to get a holistic understanding about the data.
The opportunities of our analysis strengthens the reason why we choose this data. First, the predictions and analysis made from the data can create questions such as why there is increase or decrease in population rate between the 2 years, and what steps that can be taken to adjust the increment in order to prevent overpopulation. Second, the scope that has been narrowed down to Asia gives chance to do a deep analysis towards countries in Asia, as well as gives chance for other analysis about countries outside Asia to be done. Some charts also raised when doing this analysis. For example, the data for 2005 is collected between 1999 until 2003, so we cannot make accurate predictions for the year 2010 based on 2005. The next chart is drastic changes in any single data value may occur in any country any year due to unexpected natural disasters.
In this project, we have 4 problem statements. Problem statement 1, problem statement 2, problem statement 3, and problem statement 4. From problem statement 1, we have wrote a stacked bar graph with title Life Expectancy at Birth. This is our H null and H alternative. H null is life expectancy at birth of woman is equal to or less than life expectancy at birth of man. H null is life expectancy at birth of woman is more than life expectancy at birth of man. This is the value we use in calculation: confidence interval, degree of freedom, critical value, mean difference, standard deviation, and test statistic. From the calculation, we found that the test statistic is more than critical value. So, there is enough evidence to claim our H null. The proposed solution to this problem is, in Asia, women are expected to live longer than men.
Problem statement 2. If the number of countries in each peripheral coastal region in Asia is the same, we represent this problem statement using a pie chart. Each section indicates one peripheral region. This is the H null and H alternative for the problem. This is the values of confidence interval, degree of freedom, critical value, and test statistic that is used for the calculation. From the calculation, we conclude that the test statistic value is higher than the critical value. Therefore, we reject the H null. There is not enough evidence to claim that the number of countries in each peripheral coastal region in Asia is the same. The proposed solution is that the number of countries in each peripheral coastal region in Asia is not the same.
Fertility rates in Asia, as shown here, is a line graph that are represented by all the Asian countries and are sorted by alphabetical order, and in 3 years, that is 2005, 2010, and 2015. As we can see here, H null is 3 means are equal and H alternative is not all 3 means are equal. And here we can get that is alpha 0.05, degree of freedom, 2 and 147. From that, we can get critical value is 2.08 from F table. We can get the N is 150, that is 50 countries times 3 years. And also our F is test statistic is 1.119. To get F test statistic is MSB over MSW. It is 1.45885 over 1.3037. Within that, we know that our F is less than critical value. That is, our F is 1.119 and our critical value is 2.08. There are enough evidence to claim that the mean of the three populations are equal. Hence, the proposed solution to this problem is the changes in years do not seem to affect the mean fatality rates in countries in Asia.
For the first problem statement, this is a scatter plot of population annual rate of increase against total fertility rate. The following values of sum of squares and standard deviation of errors of 1.7167 give the following values of R and R squared. Hence, the proposed solution to problem statement 4 is this correlation has a strength of 0.25 and is very weakly and positively correlated, while the R squared value of 0.0636 indicates that 6.36% of the variance in population rate of increase is explained by total fertility rate. The least square line of this correlation is y equal to 0.65 plus 0.47x. The value of A means that a country with no fertility rate in a particular year is expected to have a population annual rate of increase of 0.65%, while the value of B can be interpreted as one child increase in fertility rate of a country will increase the population annual rate of increase by 0.47%. That's all we have for our analysis. Thank you.